Hello, it's Elaine with Elaine's Custom Cards, and this is the card we're making today. This is the front of the card and the inside. First I'm going to tell you which products I used and how you can get some of them for free. So, get my catalog. During celebration, which is till the end of September, so September 30th, I got this paper for free. But before I go there, I want to tell you about signing up during celebration. For $99, you get $125 worth of product, no shipping. The other thing that they're giving away is they've got 12 different bundles that you could choose from one of them for free. And one of them is one that we're going to be using today. Well, actually, two of them. You can choose either this one or this one. So I have this. I'm sorry, this is black and white. I don't have a color printer, so anyway, this you could choose this one for free or this one for free. There's also on. Let me go into the back. It might be a little bit easier. I'm also going to be using this. This isn't one of the free ones, but I'm telling you, you could order this as part of your $99. So for $54, you can get this, and then for another $39, you can get the frame. Actually, I take that back. For $54, you get these three things. This is the embossing folder, the dies, and the stamp set. That's a pretty good deal. So we're going to be using just this sentiment right here, but I will be doing some cards later showing how to use this. But that's one of the stamp sets we're using. But if you go into the back of your annual catalog, or your this is the July through December catalog, mini catalog. This frosted gingerbread you could get as a free item if you sign up as a demonstrator. The Christmas season bundle, the Christmas to Remember bundle, and we will be using part of this bundle. I'm sorry, you can't see that. There. This one or this one. And then another one is the Whimsical Trees. Well, the Peaceful Deer. There's Whimsical Trees. Oh, I'm sorry, it's right here. That one, this one, this one, the Penguin Place bundle, the Sweet Little Stockings bundle, the Peaceful Cabin right here, the Arctic Bears, which is right here, the Beauty of Tomorrow, and then the last one is the Nature's Harvest right here. So those are the 12 that you could choose from to get for free. So they're all listed in the back of your celebration brochure. You can find this on my website or on my blog. You just have to click on them. Click on this picture, and you can open this up to the back. But Once you sign up as a demonstrator for $99, then your next order you save 20% on whatever you order, and you can get free items. So that's a pretty good deal for $99 what you get. If you don't want to be a demonstrator and you just want to be a customer, I'd be happy to help you with that as well. So let's get started on this card. I've got all my pieces cut out, and I'll show you how I cut out these pieces here on this. I use this bedazzling paper that you can get for free. It's in the celebration right here, so you can get that for free. And I took a 6x6 piece, cut it in half, so it was 3 inches wide, and then I took the die right here, and I laid the top half right here like this, because I only wanted the top half. Okay, and then after I die cut it, and you'll have to go through your die cutting machine several times to get this to cut out, because it's fairly thick. I trimmed off the parts that I didn't want. And then I did the same thing with the this is shaded spruce. I took this, and this piece was 2.5 inches by 4 1/4, and I just laid this on there like this because I only wanted the top half, and I ran it through the die cutting machine. This one, you don't have to run it through as many times to get this one, but I would run it through at least, 4 times, and maybe run it through this way, and then run it through this way in order to get it to cut out properly. Okay, and then I took what was left over here, and I trimmed off 2 pieces that are 1/4 inches wide. So I needed 2 of these. Okay, so I just trimmed them right off the edge of here. Okay, so let's get started. And you're going to have your mat. You can find this in the annual catalog, and I'll list this all down so that you know what I've been using here. And what I did was I took a piece of shaded spruce that's 4 1/4 by 3. This is the let's see what we call it. It's the designer series paper that's the subtles, and this color is soft seafoam. So that piece is 4 by 2 3/4. And then I glued these right here. You can use your Stampin' Seal, liquid glue, whatever you want to adhere this. I prefer liquid glue most of the time. This is the silicone mat. I like it because you can clean it off, clean the glue off, and you don't get sticky all over everything. So you do that. The next thing I did was I wanted to glue this to the front of this, just like this. Okay, so I turned it over, and this one you could use the a sponge and sponge this, but there's enough large spots on here, and it didn't need to be, totally glued down. So I just put a few dots on here just to get it so my pieces wouldn't lift up. Okay, so we'll glue this down first. Like I said, this was a little bit difficult to cut out, and I must have ran it through at least 6 times to get it cut. And then you're just going to center that on this piece here, just like so. Okay? It doesn't have to be perfect, just on there. Now this piece, there's not really all that much place to put glue, so the way I glued this down, let's put a little dot of glue right there. There. I turned it over, took my sponge, just take just a piece of a sponge, and put a blob of glue on my silicone mat. It's like so. And I took my sponge and just kind of dabbed. And you be careful that this doesn't move, because you don't want glue on the front, because then it's going to be sticky. Do the best you can. Just like that. Okay? Get this out of your way so you don't put your hand in it. Make sure you wash your sponge when you're done crafting. And then I just laid this on here and tried to line it up. Doesn't have to be exact. You want to be able to see the gold underneath. Okay? Just like so. So just lay it on top and press it down. Then you can see the gold. Just like so. Okay? Then I took my ribbon, and I always tie my ribbon, or almost always, tie it around a bottle and then cut it, so that I'm not having a loose bow that's going to come off. This ensures that it'll stay put, stay on my card, and not come unstuck. So I just centered that, took a couple pieces of tape, and taped the ends. If I have time at the end of the video, I can show you how I tied this bow. Sometimes I have a little bit of trouble tying bows on camera because my fingers don't work really well. So anyway, then I took this, took my card base, and this is soft sea foam, and this is shaded spruce. This is 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4, and then I stamped my greeting with shaded spruce. So I took my Stampin' Dimensionals, put them on the back, like so. And I didn't put any here because the bow is there. I kind of put them off to the side. Summer's pretty much almost over. We still have nice warm weather here in Deadwood, Oregon. I know some people were asking me about my great-granddaughter. She's doing so much better. She's off of oxygen and gaining weight, and her health is definitely improving. So I took my greeting that came from Heartfelt Wishes, and this is in your July through December catalog, and I used this Merry Christmas, and this is a rubber stamp. Cling. It's a clinging stamp. Okay, this piece is 3/4 inch by 4 7/8, and then I have a piece of shaded spruce that's about 7/8 by 5, and I'm just going to glue this to here. And I stamped it with shaded spruce. Now you can use your Stampin' Seal for this. I like the liquid glue because I can move it into place in case I don't get it quite the way I want it. So we'll stick that on there, center it. Okay. Then I put dimensionals on the back of this, and I put 4 on here because I didn't want it to collapse in the middle because it's a pretty long sentiment. Okay. And I just centered it up and down and across. But you can put it, do however you like that is appealing to your eyes. This was just what I liked. Okay. Then I took my red rhinestones, and these are in the annual catalog, and I put one on each end of the Merry Christmas. I liked the way that looked. And then I just started scattering them around on the front of this. And I put 5 on here because I wanted some on the top and some down below. So I put 5 of those on there. And then on the inside I stamped it already with the shaded spruce. And I took my 2 1/4-inch pieces. And this is what it looks like on the inside. And I glued them. And these are probably 6 inches long, so I didn't want to glue all the way to the end. And then I just put a little small border, like so. Okay. I just like the way this looked. Something on the inside. And you can stamp. Of course, I went over. Wipe that off. Did what I said I wasn't going to do, but you can wipe it off, and we're just going to cut that off anyway. And I don't want glue on the inside of my card, or it'll be stuck shut. Okay, so I'm going to do that. Flip it over, and then just trim the ends off. So you don't want those hanging over. Just like so. And that's your card. So, let me show you really quick how I tie my bow. I take my bottle. You've got to kind of pick the bottle size that works for you. Tie it on. Make sure you leave a long enough tail. Just tie it on there. Like so. Slip it off. And then you can start adjusting it to the tails as long as you want them or as short as you want them. Just like that. And then trim the tails. And I always tie my bows while they're still on, the ribbon is still on the spool. Like this. And then I tighten this up a little bit. Cut it here, or wherever you're going to cut it. And there's your ribbon. And your bow isn't going to pop off. So that's your card for today. My next card will be get it over here. This one. Using the same set of dies, only just the one. And then for the greeting, I used this stamp set. And to cut out the greeting, I used this one right here from Seasonal Labels dies that kind of goes with this. Anyway, that's my card for today. I hope you like it. give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and you'll be, press the little bell and you'll be notified whenever I upload a video. So, I hope you have a blessed day and have fun stamping.